Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We lost our head. Let's check it out. That is right. If you remember from the last video, we started taking a look at the engine, the timing, and figuring out why we're having issues. We ran into an issue of the engine just stopped somewhere. So we figured out, we think it's in the back end of the head with the two cams and the variable timing stuff. Have not taken that apart yet. We're going to do that now so we can figure out together what the problem is. Now, there's a big step between the head being off and where it was in the last video, and that was a rather large undertaking, a learning experience, of course, and I did not film it. It was a couple of days, a couple of hours, frustrating, lots of looking at different videos on YouTube of how to do it. All of them were missing a key component in each video, but I'll drop some links to the helpful videos I found below. But in short, the turbo has to come loose from the manifold. All of the hard lines, or lines period, have to come out because even though they are flexible, they wouldn't let the turbo come off. So turbo finally got off. A lot of plumbing parts behind the cylinder head, coolant, wiring, lots of stuff there. The intake manifold, depending on what video you looked at, some people took it off, some people left it on. I left it on, started taking it off, and turns out that was going to be a bigger pain in the butt that I needed to deal with, so I left it on, and now we have a head off. But let's take a look at the engine itself and what we've got for damage, if any, really significant damage in the cylinders. So first of all, a really important thing is that if we spin the engine, it is free. There's not binding anywhere. If I give it a good crank, it turns. So that's a positive thing. I'm going to go ahead and clean off tops of these cylinders, or pistons, and see what we're looking at. Well, I got some numbers on here. 2.0T, 04C, handful of stuff. I don't know what it means. But right off the bat, if you notice, there's no big damage or scoring in the cylinders. Cylinder number 3 here, let me zoom in and show you. We've got our main divots here, dimples, which are present on all 4 cylinders, but there are a few other little nicks where it looks like the intake valves did indeed kiss the piston. Do I think that's catastrophic and have to replace everything? I don't think so. Let's take a look at 1 and 4. Now we've got moisture in here, of course, because pulled off the head, and I had also dropped some Marvel Mystery Oil down here last week. Because again, this car had sat for over a year, and I wanted to give this thing every opportunity to be free when we started messing with it. I don't see any, maybe one little kiss right there. And I'll go through and clean these up more as we put everything back together. But let's zoom in here on 1. See, I don't see any significant damage here. There we go. And yeah, head gasket, whatever. I don't see any big damage here. There's no, huge dings and holes. Again, 2 maybe have a little bit of a indent. Let me slide you over a little more. Let's see. There we go. Two might have a little kiss right here. Not huge. Again, if we go back to 3, that seems to be where our bigger problem lays. We got a kiss here, just a couple hits there. And then 4. Maybe one little nick right there, but I don't see anything catastrophic that should tell me to replace the pistons. So for me, that's a pretty good thing. I'm going to kind of leave that alone for a while because we've got the other bigger problem over here to the side. So let's take a look at the cylinder head. Alrighty, here is our cylinder head. You can tell our offending valves right here. They are open. Looks like they are bent because they should be closed, of course. But you also see everything else is closed, both intake and exhaust. That's because the intake is 180 degrees out. So everything, it should be open or closed in some variation, but everything is not where it should be. So what I need to do is disassemble the top side of the cylinder head, remove the camshafts, and take a look at if there's any other damage there. I didn't see any. We didn't see any in the last video, but these here definitely show that they are bent, and even looking at them from an angle here, I can see they are a little on the bendy side. And if you reach back here, the rocker arms are sloppy and not tight. They are definitely loose when they should be tight against the camshaft and the valves. So what I want to do next is take a look at the back of this. I want to take a look at the back of the cylinder head because that's where I believe our problem lays. I just need to set it down where it's not going to damage anything. This will be a good starting point. All right, so there's a handful of T30s on the back here that come off. This vacuum pump comes off. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting those things pulled off. All right, so our vacuum pump, I'll leave him kind of as is. Put our hardware back so we don't lose that. Basically, vacuum pump spins with the camshaft, and have our fuel pump in here. Tough to see, but let's finish taking this off and take a look at our damage. And the fun part is that if there's no damage back here, why did the timing slip? I've seen some of these where they fail. This whole casing cracks. And the chains break. But I do not know. Well, what do we have? You all seem to be you tensioned, you didn't slip. So the question is, why did this camshaft slip? Did this fail? 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 I don't know. It seems strange that this has slipped. Let me go do some research. All right, everybody, it is time for a super clean giveaway. We've got 3 items coming at you. 1, a super clean hat. The style may vary a little bit. A can of their aerosol cleaner, and a regular traditional bottle of their spray cleaner. You've probably seen us using a variety of their products on our channel the last couple of years, whether it's these, their foaming spray, the tire and wheel cleaner, or their floor absorbent. It certainly helps keep our shop clean here and can help you too. What do you have to do? Well, simply like the video, comment below, give me some super clean, and most importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel. At the end of the period here, March 31st, 2025, we'll go ahead and draw a name and send your information over to the Super Clean team to go ahead and send you out some of their great products. I want to thank Super Clean for supporting my channel and the rest of the automotive content creators. Back to the video. Alrighty, well, we're gonna pause for right now. I need to get the top of this off so I can get the cams out, but I need to get the front pulley for the timing belt off, and for that I need the alignment tool to lock these in place because they keep spinning. Talked to a Audi tech by way of other Audi owner here. Thank you very much. And possibly the keyway stripped off of one of these, and that's caused our issue, but it gave me a list of things to replace since I'm in here. And once I get that cam lock tool in place, we'll come back. I can take this cover off, or this top of this off, and check out the cam. He said probably the intake cam gets replaced, both of them if I get a good price. Not going to hurt anything. Possibly this cover. I've read a lot of times that these little plastic rings in here can be problematic braking or going back together and braking. Also pick up a new cam solenoid and go from there. So for right now, we're going to just pause this, and I will return when I've got some more parts. Alrighty, well, we have been taking a few days off for some family matters, but we're back taking a look at the top end of the Audi. And I'm guessing some of you probably already know or could figure out what's going on. I got the rest of this apart. Let me show you here quick. And see if you can figure out what the issue is. If you look on the underside here, here's our bearing journals for the cams. Those look good. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see what may be the problem? Yeah. That guy there does not look very good at all. And if I look underneath the cam, the story is just the same. It is, I can't really get you in there yet because I haven't taken this off yet. Maybe I should just do that and can show you. What I initially thought was a failed tensioner or failed chain doesn't seem to be the case right off the bat, but it could be. But the bigger issue, if you saw those bearing journals, seems to be oil starvation. And I thought I may have noticed that when I first started taking it apart. Trying to be positive. But that didn't get me too far. tensioner out, maybe. Lift the whole thing out of here. There we go. Now, let me bring you over and show you. If you look right down, this is our intake cam. Those bearings should not look like that. You should see a lubrication hole. We do not see one in either place. Well, we see one there that's kind of plugged. And if you look at our cam, it's our intake cam. You can definitely see some wear. Lobes themselves are fine, but that is no good. Look around here a little more. You can see where that lubrication hole should be. It's plugged and you don't even see one in the second journal here. But yet, that's what a nice clean journal should look like that gets oiled. So what does that tell me? This head is shot. The cams, at least the intake one for sure, is shot. And the car for right now is covered back up. Luckily, I scoured around the evil bays and found a reman head and some more parts from FCP Euro for a new tensioner. I got a new VVT solenoid, cam solenoid, and a couple of the other pieces of hardware. And those parts will be here in a few weeks. Mainly the head is about 10 to 12 days out from being here. I didn't feel like paying an extra $300 shipping for next day because it's still cold outside. So I'm going to cover this mess up right now. The car is covered up, cover up my other table full of parts, and just put everything on pause here for a little while until those parts arrive, at which time we will take them out of the box and start moving stuff over. So the coolant side of things, the intake gets moved over. I got new head gasket, new intake gasket, new exhaust gaskets. Just kind of the whole top end service kit. So like I said, we've got a reman head and cams and chain I replaced. Like I said, I got new chain. This variable cam solenoid thing is also included. And they come with a warranty. So I feel pretty confident it'll work. Now, why did that fail? Talking to a newfound friend, thank you. Likely it was caused by poor oil change services, well past their life. The stated oil change expectancy is about 10,000 miles by the book. Anybody knows that's not true. Everything in our household gets every 5,000 miles or annually. I don't care what it is. Because the BMW, 10,000, 15,000 miles between oil changes? Heck no, that's just stupid. This, I think, was 10,000 miles between oil changes. Stupid. So, I will climb off my soapbox and put a pin in this, and we'll get our new parts in, hopefully get it all reassembled, and it'll work. After all, I'm putting this back together, and by the time everything shows up, I may have forgotten where half of the parts go. So that's why I'm just going to kind of cover everything up as is, so I have a giant mess that I kind of have some idea of where it goes back together. So I'm going to come back in, like I said, 10 to 12 days for me. Okay, I'm going to put a pin in this one right now, quit while I'm ahead, and there's still plenty more to do, but this video is going to end up getting quite long. I don't think anybody wants to sit through a 45-minute video. We're probably already close to there. So till the next video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to catch the next episode of this coming out, and hopefully it's going to run for us. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.